Howdy folks, DTom63 here. Like a short video on steel traps. Video's in response to US Freedom 22 video where he had purchased some steel traps and was interested in the operation of those, and it's something that I have some knowledge in. So I figured I'd make a short video on that. There's basically two types of traps. First one is known as Conibear, or a killer trap. Conibear, I think, the brand name of probably the leading manufacturer back in the day. And the reason they refer to them as killer traps is because when they snap closed around the body of the animal and usually kill it. Second type is referred to as a leg hold trap. This is a Victor size 1.5, and they hold by the leg. These operate off of this spring, and to set these, you squeeze the spring together, fold the two squares the opposite direction where they're lined up, opposite of what they was when the trap was closed. You have a trigger right here and a lock that holds that trigger, and there's notches in this lock that goes into the trigger. And that's set. When the animal swims through, because usually these are used underwater, but they don't have to be, and there's many different applications for them. But when the animal goes through and hits the trigger, you see they close with quite a bit of force. And they also fold up to a pretty compact size, which was for packing them, but it is also beneficial if you're limited on storage space. Second type, leg hold trap, operates off two springs. And these take a little more practice to set and to get used to, and these traps haven't been used in a while, so they're kind of stiff. But if you'll put the edge of your hands on the two and push them down, fold the jaw toward the trigger, and it flips over that jaw and hooks in to the part that is called the pan, which is actually the trigger. When your target animal steps on it, and you usually will bury these and sift the fine dirt back over them, and I can make a video on showing you that too. But when they step on it, you've got them. And they very rarely get out. This size trap is suitable for coon, fox, coyote, and if you are not careful where and how you set them, you will catch every cat and dog in the neighborhood, and it does injure their legs sometimes. A lot of times it doesn't hurt them at all, other than just, you know, some pain to the animal, but no permanent injuries. So you want to be careful where you set them, and be aware of domestic animals, I guess you would say, around that could possibly get into them. And there is ways you can set those to prevent that in most cases. I feel that steel traps are an invaluable prepping tool, and every prepper should have them in their prepping stock. They can not only, if you are having trouble with, say, rats getting into your feed for your livestock, these are an excellent trap to control those. Or if you have coons getting into your chicken pen and killing your chickens, which I have had, these will hold a coon. Also, you can catch food to eat. I want to warn you that they are dangerous to work with, and they do close with enough force to break your fingers. So you have to think about what you're doing when you're learning, and practice when you're setting them. These come in bigger sizes even, such as this, which is the same thing as this, only bigger. This is typically the size you would use for a beaver, and This is called a Conibear 220, and this closes with enough force to break your arm. Also, the leg hole traps also come in bigger sizes. This is a size number 2 Victor. This is a 1.5 Victor. And have a ring on the end of the chain that you stake these down to the ground. So that is a short video on how to set the traps. There's a world of information that you learn from experience on their applications and to be proficient with them in taking game. And that is something that I may try to make some videos in the field of their actual application. So hope this helps. DTOM63 out.